My name is Courtney Raymond. The topic I chose to research and discuss is the ethics of personal information data handling in neuroimaging studies in Japan. I would like to begin with some relevant definitions. According to Merriam-Webster 2021, neurobiology is a branch of the life sciences that deals with the anatomy, physiology, and pathology of the nervous system. And neuroimaging is a clinical specialty concerned with producing images of the brain by non-invasive techniques, such as computed tomography and magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI. From Fukushi et al. 2006, neuroethics is the study of the ethical, legal, and social issues in brain sciences. Based on the English translation of the Japanese Personal Information Protection Commission's definition 2021, personal information is information about a living individual which can identify the specific individual by name, date of birth, or other description contained in such information. History and background. The United States and Europe first began discussions and research on neuroethics in 2002. Groundbreaking conferences were held, including Neuroethics Mapping the Field and Neuroscience Future. The first neuroethics research group in Japan, Brain Science and Ethics, was established in 2004. Though there were discussions and conferences in Japan on neuroethics in the early 2000s, legislation concerning the handling of personal information data did not come about until 2016. It took many years of research and lobbying for the Japanese government to implement the Act on the Protection of Personal Information in 2016. Current research in the field of neuroimaging and neuroethics is the Brain Minds Project, which began in 2017. This is Japan's largest interdisciplinary neuroscience research project. Ethical stances. Within this ethical debate, there are two prevailing opinions. The first is that Japan is behind other countries in protecting personal information data. Japan was slower to act on monitoring the ethics of neuroscience and neuroimaging than the West. However, there are many reasons that this could have occurred, including, but not limited to, religion, culture, economics, and politics. The second prevailing opinion is that the world as a whole is not doing enough in the field of neuroethics, and that Japan is not especially worse off than any other developed country, that everyone needs to develop better, more protective policies. Importance. The field of neuroethics was designed to be interdisciplinary from the start. Maintaining interdisciplinary discussion brings many different perspectives and opinions together to create intersectionality in policy. The purpose of many neuroethical regulations is to protect patient rights. Continuing the debate allows for policy to be made in new areas of interest and concern. There are many factors that affect how ethical policy is created, including cultural. When discussing research in a specific country, it is critical to view the projects and policy through a culturally reverent lens. Contributors to the debate. Because neuroethics is such an interdisciplinary field, there are many contributors to the debate. These contributors include doctors, ethicists, governments, internal review boards or IRBs, lawyers, life scientists, patients, private foundations, social scientists, and theologians. Creative projects. The field of neuroethics and neuroimaging have been a popular subject in the media. A few examples in literature include MindScan by Robert J. Sawyer and Gray Matter by David Levy. Examples in film include Transcendence from Wally Pfister and Total Recall from Paul Verhoeven. Future directions. Future studies will likely focus on potential data breaches and their effects. Following the creation of the 2016 Act on the Protection of Personal Information, additional federal legislation will likely follow as new ethical concerns arise. Future studies may focus on the differences in legislation across industrialized countries and the cultural effects on healthcare systems and policies. These are the sources I used for definitions and information. And here are the sources I used for the images in this presentation. Thank you for watching.